So what is going on, Kingdom Hearts fans? It's your boy Amaziah here, and today we're going to be talking about the new death battle that's going to be coming about Sora versus Pit. Now, I've been seeing a lot of talk about this on Twitter, and it's amazing to see that, of course, Sora will actually be in a full-time death battle. He was in death battle, the little shorts that they do to where they don't do no research. Apparently, they don't do no research, and I believe he fought Link in that battle, and he actually wound up defeating Link. But now we're going to be getting a completely 100% dedicated death battle video, and he's going to be fighting another one of my favorite video game characters of all time, my boy Pit. Now, Pit is a significant fighter. I think that Pit, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on who will win, and I gotta say it's Pit. A lot of people are saying that Sora will defeat Pit, but I think what they're doing is kind of attributing, of course, Sora defeating the Kingdom Hearts iteration of Cloud, the Kingdom Hearts iteration of Sephiroth, the Kingdom Hearts iteration of Hercules. And of course, I think they're also thinking about the Keyblade and its significance within the Kingdom Hearts universe. Now, of course, the Keyblade and its power, it's been shown off multiple times, and feats are going to carry over into any versus battle because they're feats regardless. But when it comes to what we actually saw from the Sephiroth and the Cloud, they don't stack up to of course, real versions of themselves. The ones from Final Fantasy VII, they don't, of course, even Squall too, he doesn't compare to his original version either. But when it comes to Pit, I mean, I know that I've played Uprising multiple times, and I know that Pit has taken on like gods, and I mean like real gods. So like we talking about things like reality warpers. We're talking about things like people who have supreme understanding. I don't believe that any of them were omnipotent, but I remember he did fight Pandora, and the thing about Pandora in the game is actually that, of course, she has a lot. Well, it wasn't her that defeated him. Was it her? I think it was Dark Pit that actually defeated Pandora. Yeah, it was Dark Pit that killed her, but it was Real Pit that defeated her. And then, of course, she comes back later as the newer iteration of herself. I mean, as the humanoid iteration of herself. And then, of course, I think that's the one that Dark Pit defeats. But we know that Dark Pit is weaker than Real Pit, so obviously it doesn't really matter. So through scaling, he would actually still be strong enough to defeat the other Pandora. He defeated Hades, Medusa, of course, the waves of armies and stuff of the underworld troops. I just don't know what actually could Sora do besides, of course, having the power of the Keyblade. And if we go speed for speed, I still feel like Pit is a lot faster. Even though a lot of people like to attribute Pit's true speed, his fastest speed, to Palutena's power of flight, we know that overexerting Pit's body means that his wings and shit will burn up, he'll die. So that means that the speed that he's going at, he has to be able to reach that speed alone, because that would be overexerting his body to make him randomly far significantly faster than light. I think that the Kingdom Hearts series, the characters within it, the original characters are definitely faster than light. But when it comes to Pit, I mean, we saw him cross a solar system massively faster than light. And a lot of people also like to say that, of course, the feats within that game and the solar system within that game wasn't as big as a true solar system, but they call it a solar system. You obviously see planets, you obviously see stars, so I'm gonna go with the idea that it was a solar system, if not multiple different solar systems. And of course, the ship that he was chasing was actually fast enough to cross it in like a second, and he caught back up to that thing in seconds. So I think that Pit definitely would take a full-on fight. Maybe Sora could probably take a friendly battle, but not a full-on fight. A fight to where one of them are going to die, I feel like Pit will take it. And plus, this also goes into the idea that Pit is a lot more battle-trained. He's a lot more agile. Sora, I know he has, like, of course, we know for a fact that he can dodge at least lightning because of the reaction command from the Dusk or the Nobodies. And I just don't feel like, I don't know what people are comparing when they say he can defeat Pit. People say he can defeat Pit, it's like Pit. And then, of course, obviously, too, if we take in arsenals, because, of course, it wouldn't be fair to give Sora his Keyblade, to give Sora his forms, damn sure not his forms, because that count as outside help, as the forms that he has in Kingdom Hearts 2, which are definitely going to be the ones that they're going to use. Those forms will be, of course, from Donald and Goofy, so he can't use those forms. He can probably use Limit Form, but not Final Form, not, of course, not any of the other forms, not Valor, not Master. None of those forms are actually going to be viable. But when it comes to Pit, he can still use the sacred arms and stuff. I think that's what they call it. Aren't they called the sacred arms? He can still use the sacred arms, and the sacred arms was literally used to kill Hades. The man on this above the scale of Palutena, and Palutena was the defender of Earth. So pretty much, of course, we know that they were able to like destroy planets and shit. And Kingdom Hearts characters can too. I remember when Master Xehanort destroyed the Land of Departure, but destroying the Land of Departure was more so like a thing of him releasing his darkness, and of course using that to envelop the world and destroy it like that. But we don't know if Sora has that same ability. If we were talking like the 5 foretellers versus Pit, I could see them probably taking it, because we know that I said he can cut open wormholes. Fucking not Ava, Envy, she can actually turn matter into fucking water. She can change matter, so that shit would probably automatically kill Pit. And then we don't even know what the rest of them can do, because we didn't get to see them fight. But obviously, I feel like Pit would win it. Maybe you guys feel differently. And of course, I'm not taking shots at my favorite fucking video game series, Kingdom Hearts, nor that boy Sora. I just personally feel like Pit would win. I mean, a lot of people say that, of course, they like to attribute a lot of Pit's feats to Palutena, but the only thing I remember Palutena really helping Pit with was his flight. And even then, once again, if you overexert his body, even through the power of Palutena, his wings will burn up and he can potentially die from that shit. So obviously, that means his body can withstand what he was going through. Hell, when he lost the power of flight, didn't he gain the lightning chariot and he used the lightning chariot? Hell, if they let him use the lightning chariot, that's it. That's it. When the lightning chariot could like literally destroy a barrier created by a god, if he gets to use the lightning chariot, he gonna run right into Sora, and that's the end of the fight. Sora is not fast enough to dodge that lightning chariot. And plain and simple, that's just like how. And of course, the lightning chariot would be viable. It wouldn't be outside help, because the lightning chariot isn't a sentient being that can give him real help. The lightning chariot is essentially a horse of lightning that moves a chariot, so it would still count as something that he could use. Pit's arsenal just feels too versatile to me compared to Sora just having the Keyblade, and of course they won't be able to use the Keyblade transformations because we don't have feats from them yet, or know what they can do or what really they can defeat. Of course, in Kingdom Hearts 3 we're going to learn all of that stuff, and maybe my opinions could change in Kingdom Hearts 3, as we know that the universe is going to be at its high. The stakes for the universe is going to be at its highest within Kingdom Hearts 3, with Master Xehanort coming back and potentially getting his hands on the true Kingdom Hearts. We're going to get to see if whether or not Sora can stack up to that power as well. And if he can stack up to that power, then yeah, I think it'll shift then. Then definitely he can defeat Pit. But right now, I just feel like Sora doesn't have the feats to take out Pit. But let me know what you guys think about it. This has been your boy Amaziah. Don't get to do a little A-class game, and everything you do, don't get to keep it A-class. And I can't wait to see this death battle, man. Peace the heck out.